Hi, welcome to Tailored by Naylor Creative Art Studio. I'm Jessica. Let's get started.
Okay, so today we're going to draw a cute waffle and syrup duo. So let's first start off by looking at the tailor station so that you can come up with ideas or know what you're going to draw before we get started. So here is just a regular waffle and syrup. I just gave them cute eyes. Their eyes, both of them have a big eye and a small eye, just to make it a little bit cuter. Here is another waffle and syrup. I drew really big pupils on this one. And then on this one, I kind of made the syrup kind of have a shocked face because syrup is spilled all down here at the bottom. All right, and then I also wrote a word going across his label. On this one down here, it's a waffle with maple syrup. I drew a maple leaf on the syrup. I put some whipped cream on top of her head, and then I also drew some blueberries, just some toppings that normally go with waffles or French toast or pancakes. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on drawing our waffle and syrup duo. So the first thing that we need to draw is our circle for the waffle. But because I'm gonna switch this one up a little bit, I'm gonna put a bow in Waffle's hair. So I'm gonna start off with a circle like that. And then I'm just going to draw a bow, bringing both sides out kind of like that, like a candy corn shape. All right, so that kind of tells me where the top left side of her head is. And now I'm just going to draw a circle like that. All right, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to line up perfectly. You won't even notice. All right, right here, I'm gonna draw a smaller circle on the inside, but I'm gonna stop right here so that I can draw her eyes. All right, and I'm just doing the same thing on this side and then stopping. All right, so for her eyes, I'm just gonna draw one really big circle right here. And then I'm going to draw a smaller circle on this side like this. All right, now I can come back and continue my smaller circle that's on the inside of the waffle. All right, I'm going to give two big pupils right here in the middle of both of her eyes and color those in. Like that. Then I'm going to give her just a small little smile like that. I think that is cute. All right, for the maple syrup. All right, so for maple syrup, the first thing I'm going to do is start off with like this, the big shape of the bottom. So I'm going to draw a curve like this and then come in quite a bit. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to come, I guess, about right here, and just bring the same type of curve down and around. All right, I'm gonna connect the two sides, just drawing a line like that. And then I'm gonna come up here to the top to finish drawing the maple syrup bottle. So the maple syrup bottle, the top, this neck part of the bottle is kind of two curved lines like that. They're not perfectly straight up. All right, and then I can bring this line up and connect it. And on this side, I'm going to bring this line down either way. All right, now for the cap, I'm just going to draw another curved line on this side and a curved line on that side. And then I'm going to connect it. I'm going to connect it here also, and that is our cap. All right, so in the tailor station, the reason I wanted to make the tailor station so that you could look at ideas and have ideas to decide what you want to do. So over here, you can also notice that on this maple syrup or this syrup, I have his eyes up high, and on this one, the eyes are low. Since I drew the eyes low on this waffle, I'm gonna keep the eyes low on this syrup also. And so I'm just gonna draw the same type of eyes. A big one and a smaller one. All right, for the pupils, of course, they're just black circles in the middle, like that. And here is another one in the middle, like that. Alright, so now I want to draw the label on the bottle. So just like the waffle, I'm just going to give it kind of a 1-inch border and make the same type of shape on the inside of the maple syrup bottle as we did on the outside. I just came inward. Alright, I'm not going to draw the bottom of the label right now because I want to get maple syrup's mouth like this. And sometimes the mouth is in the way of the label. This time it's not, so I can go ahead and draw a line across like that. Alright, now up here I'm going to make the maple syrup bottle be about this full, so I'm going to draw a wavy line going across like that. I'm also going to give the cap some texture by drawing lines going down like this, and we're going to draw a maple leaf. So the best way that I would say to draw a maple leaf, I would just start with a line coming down like that, and then you're basically making, well, I guess we can make a line going across like that, and then you're just coming in on both sides. Up here, you draw a line going out on both sides again, and then you're just bringing it in here towards the center to connect the top and bottom part of the leaf. And then at the top, I'm just going to draw a triangular shape. Alright, for his feet or legs, I'm going to draw 2 lines down. You can choose whatever kind of feet you want to. These are more like just little black rectangles, and these are kind of like the front of tennis shoes. I'm going to draw these. So I'm going to draw 2 rainbow shapes on both of his legs. Then I'm going to connect them. Then I'm going to draw 2 little lines coming down underneath that and connect those also, just to give it a little bit more detail. You could also draw little laces if you wanted to. It's really up to you. Alright, for Waffle, I'm gonna draw her legs coming down as well. Give her the same type of shoes, just 2 rainbow shapes. Connect them, and then bring the 2 lines down like that, and then connect those. Alright. I'm gonna give her 3 eyelashes on each eye. You can give them eyelashes or add more if you want to. And also, I guess they can hold hands. So I'm gonna draw 2 lines coming out like this. I'm just gonna draw little circles like that for their hands, or ovals. And so that is pretty much it for our waffle and syrup drawing. The only other thing that we're going to do is we're going to add details to Waffle. So we're going to put her squares in, but we're just going to do that with the coloring. So you'll see when I show you the time lapse that I'm going to color her a light brown first, and then I'll come in and add a little bit darker brown to give her the squares that are on, typically in a waffle. All right, so let's go ahead and cut to the time lapse. Alright, and so that is it for our waffle and syrup. Hopefully you could see when I was coloring that I colored the whole waffle just 1 light shade of brown, and then I came in and used a darker brown to give her the little squares that go inside of waffles. I also colored their shoes, and I think you saw me color everything, the maple leaf and everything like that. Alright, and so that is it for our waffle and syrup. I hope you enjoyed drawing this waffle and syrup duo with me. If you did, please make sure you hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Bye!